Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a powerful idea: focus on yourself, not others. It may sound simple, but it's transformative. The truth is, we live in a world that constantly demands our attention from the outside, from social media to comparisons to opinions of others. We are so often drawn into this external whirlwind that we forget the most important thing: our own inner world. I want you to think for a moment, when was the last time you truly turned inward? When was the last time you took a step back from the noise of the world and asked yourself, what do I truly want? What is my purpose? How do I want to feel? These questions, these reflections, are where true transformation begins. Self-awareness is the first step in unlocking your own potential. Too often, we look to the world for answers, for validation, approval, and direction. But the truth is, all the answers lie within you. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy are the most powerful forces in your life. When you become aware of them, when you focus on shaping them, you begin to align with the power that has always been within you. This is not something external that you need to chase. It is a part of who you already are. Now, let's be honest, it's easy to get distracted by the success of others. The world tells us that we need to look like, act like, or achieve what others are doing to be happy or successful. But in reality, comparing yourself to others only steals your power. It creates a cycle of seeking external validation, which leaves you feeling empty and unfulfilled. True fulfillment is not found in what others have, but in what you can create from within. When you stop looking outward for approval and start focusing on your own growth, you'll realize that your potential is limitless. Every thought you have carries energy. You are constantly emitting an energetic frequency, and this frequency is shaping the reality around you. When you focus on yourself, on your own desires, and on your own personal growth, you raise your vibration. This positive energy then attracts more of what you need to create the life you want. But this can only happen when your focus is inward, not on the lives of others. The power to change your life is not in how much someone else has or does, it's in what you choose to believe about yourself and how you align your energy with those beliefs. Self-awareness is the gateway to unlocking your inner power. It's the process of turning your attention inward, observing your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment, and truly understanding the essence of who you are. This is the starting point of transformation, because until we become aware of ourselves, our patterns, our reactions, and our inner workings, we remain unconsciously driven by the programming of our past. Without self-awareness, we are merely reacting to life, rather than creating it consciously. When you begin to cultivate self-awareness, you begin to notice the subtle patterns of thought that shape your life. You become aware of the automatic reactions that arise in moments of stress, fear, or joy. These responses are not who you truly are, they are merely conditioned habits formed from past experiences. The power comes when you recognize that these patterns do not define you. They are simply the result of neural networks formed over time. In the moment you become aware of them, you gain the power to change them. Awareness is the first step toward taking back control over your mind. It is the point where you stop being a victim to your thoughts and start becoming the observer of them. The moment you can observe your own thoughts, you are no longer enslaved by them. You begin to realize that your thoughts are not permanent or immutable. They are fleeting, like clouds in the sky, and you have the choice to either let them pass or engage with them. This is a profound shift because it puts you in the driver's seat of your life. You begin to realize that you are not your thoughts, you are the one observing them. This shift from being identified with your thoughts to being the observer allows you to tap into a deeper, more powerful aspect of your being. Your thoughts are energy. They are waves of electromagnetic information that influence your internal state, your biology, and your external reality. When you become aware of the power of your thoughts, you start to understand that you are creating your own reality. Every thought you have sends a signal out into the universe, influencing the energy around you and the people you interact with. This is not just a philosophical concept, it's rooted in science. Your thoughts affect your emotional state, your cellular biology, and even your behavior. But the most powerful realization of all is that your thoughts are not random. They are a reflection of your subconscious beliefs, the story you've been telling yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. As you become more self-aware, you begin to notice the stories you've been living by. Stories of limitation, stories of unworthiness, stories that tell you that you are not enough or that you are not capable of achieving your desires. These stories are not truth. They are the result of past conditioning. They are the result of experiences you've had in your life, often before you even had the conscious ability to make sense of them. But just because these stories exist in your mind doesn't mean they have to define your future. When you gain awareness of these stories, you gain the power to rewrite them. When you start to tap into your inner power, you begin to recognize that you are not bound by your past. You are not limited by the experiences that shaped you. You are not defined by the version of you that was created from old programming. The moment you bring awareness to these old stories, you begin to detach from them. You realize that you have the ability to create new stories, stories of empowerment, stories of success, and stories of possibility. This process of becoming self-aware is not always easy. It requires that you sit in stillness, observe your thoughts and emotions, and face the parts of you that are uncomfortable. It requires that you stop seeking external validation and look inward for the truth of who you are. But as difficult as it may seem at first, this is the most empowering thing you can do. Because in that space of self-awareness, you come to the realization that you are the creator of your own reality. As you continue on this journey, you begin to notice the shifts. You begin to experience a sense of peace, a sense of clarity, and a sense of empowerment that you may never have felt before. You realize that your true power lies not in the world around you, but in the world within you. The more you observe, the more you detach from your old patterns, the more you create the space for a new version of yourself to emerge. This is the power of self-awareness. It allows you to transcend the limitations of the past and step into the fullness of your potential. As you deepen your awareness, you begin to recognize that every moment is an opportunity for transformation. You realize that you are not a passive observer of your life, but an active creator. You begin to realize that every thought, every emotion, every action you take can either keep you locked in the past or propel you into a future of limitless possibilities. And when you realize that you hold the key to your own transformation, that's when the true magic begins. In this moment, you have the power to decide who you want to be, what you want to create, and how you want to experience life. And all of this begins with the awareness that you are not the sum of your past experiences, but the potential of your future. This realization is the doorway to unlocking the vast, untapped power that lies within you. The key to your life is in your own hands. It always has been, and always will be. Breaking free from external validation is one of the most empowering and transformative steps you can take on your journey of personal growth. For much of our lives, we are conditioned to seek approval from the outside world, whether it's from our parents, peers, society, or even the media. We often find ourselves looking for validation in the form of praise, acknowledgement, or recognition. This external validation becomes a measure of our worth, and as a result, we give our power away to others. The problem with this is that the validation we seek from others is fleeting, unstable, and ultimately out of our control. It is dependent on external circumstances, on people's opinions, and on things that are beyond our influence. This creates a constant cycle of seeking approval, only to be left feeling empty when it doesn't come or when it fades away. When you rely on external validation to feel good about yourself, you are giving away the very essence of your personal power. You begin to define your worth based on what others think or say about you. You may get a brief sense of satisfaction from receiving praise or admiration, but that satisfaction is temporary. It is not sustainable. The truth is, your worth, your value, and your happiness should never be tied to the opinions or approval of others. These external factors are always changing, and as soon as you place your sense of self in the hands of others, you put yourself at the mercy of their moods, judgments, and preferences. You become a slave to their expectations, constantly trying to measure up to what they want or need from you. The moment you start to break free from this cycle, you reclaim your power. When you stop looking to others for validation, you free yourself from the unconscious need to constantly prove your worth. This is a profound shift. It is the realization that you do not need anyone's approval to be valuable, to be worthy, or to feel good about who you are. The truth of who you are, your authentic self, is already perfect and complete. It does not need to be affirmed by anyone else. It does not need to be proven. It simply is. One of the key aspects of breaking free from external validation is learning to trust yourself. When you stop seeking approval from others, you begin to realize that the most important opinion is your own. You become the authority of your own life. You start to realize that your thoughts, feelings, and actions are the true reflection of who you are, not the reactions of others. Trusting yourself means understanding that you know what is best for you. It means you begin to make choices based on what feels right for you, not based on what you think will please others or gain their approval. This trust creates an inner foundation of confidence that is solid and unwavering, because it is built on your own sense of self-worth, not on the approval of others. Another critical aspect of breaking free from external validation is releasing the need to compare yourself to others. We live in a world that constantly encourages comparison. Social media, advertisements, and even day-to-day interactions often lead us to compare ourselves to others. We compare our success, our appearance, our lives, and our relationships to the curated versions of others' lives that we see around us. This comparison feeds into the belief that we are not enough, or that we are somehow lacking. But the truth is, no one else is you. No one else can live your life, fulfill your purpose, or express your unique gifts. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself from the trap of measuring your worth against theirs. You realize that your journey is yours alone, and that you are perfect just as you are. You begin to see your own value without needing to compare it to someone else's version of success or happiness. As you break free from external validation, you also begin to see that the opinions of others are not a reflection of your truth, but rather a reflection of their own experiences, fears, and judgments. When you live your life seeking approval, you are giving others the power to define who you are. But in reality, their opinions of you are just projections of their own beliefs and perspectives. These projections are not a reflection of your truth, nor are they an accurate measure of your worth. The more you recognize this, the less power other people's opinions have over you. You stop taking their judgments personally, because you realize that they have nothing to do with you. They are simply the result of the other person's own worldview. This shift in perspective allows you to embrace your authentic self with full confidence. You start to realize that there is no one else like you, and that your uniqueness is what makes you valuable. You stop hiding behind the need to please others or conform to their expectations. Instead, you begin to express yourself freely and authentically, because you understand that your worth is not something that needs to be earned or proven to anyone. It is inherent in who you are. You begin to take ownership of your life and your choices. You stop asking for permission and start creating your own path. You start living life on your own terms, free from the shackles of external judgment. Breaking free from external validation is a process of reclaiming your power and sovereignty over your life. It requires that you let go of the need for others' approval and trust in your own ability to create a life that is aligned with your true self. It involves letting go of comparisons, judgments, and fears, and embracing the reality that you are enough as you are. This is one of the most liberating and empowering realizations you can have. You are already whole, worthy, and complete. You do not need anyone else's validation to prove that to you. When you internalize this truth, you can begin to live a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with your deepest desires. The approval you once sought from others becomes irrelevant because you now find validation from within. And that is the most powerful form of validation you can ever experience. The energy you bring into every moment, into every interaction, and into every situation is not just a reflection of who you are, but a force that shapes your reality. This energy is not something intangible or abstracted, it is the very essence of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, all of which radiate outward into the world around you. The energy you emit is powerful and magnetic, attracting people, situations, and opportunities that resonate with your frequency. Your energy is the language your body speaks to the world, and it communicates far beyond what you say or do. It communicates who you are, what you believe about yourself, and the quality of your internal state. Every thought that you think generates an electromagnetic charge, which sends a signal out into the universe. These signals interact with the energy fields of others and the environment. They create a magnetic pull, drawing towards you people, experiences, and circumstances that match the frequency of your thoughts and emotions. This is the law of attraction at its core. Your thoughts and feelings send out energy that shapes the events and interactions that unfold in your life. When you are in a state of high-frequency energy, that is, when you are feeling positive, loving, and expansive, you attract more of the same energy back to you. You attract abundance, joy, and opportunities that align with that elevated state. On the other hand, when your energy is low, when you are feeling negative, fearful, or doubtful, you tend to attract more of what matches that energy: obstacles, challenges, and situations that reinforce the state you are in. This is not some mystical idea, it is grounded in the understanding that you are an energetic being. Every cell in your body generates an electromagnetic field, and this field is constantly interacting with the world around you. Your brain emits electromagnetic signals that influence not only your own physical state, but also the environment and the people you encounter. When you understand that your thoughts and emotions have an energetic charge, you begin to realize the profound influence you have over your own life and the world you live in. Your energy is a direct reflection of the beliefs you hold about yourself, about others, and about the world. When you change your beliefs, you change the energy you emit. And when you change the energy you emit, you change the reality you experience. The quality of the energy you bring into a space, whether it's a room, a relationship, or a work environment, has a profound impact on what unfolds there. Energy is contagious, and whether you realize it or not, your emotional state influences the people around you. Have you ever walked into a room where there was tension in the air, and you could feel it instantly? Or have you ever encountered someone who seemed to radiate positivity, and you couldn't help but feel uplifted by their presence? That's the energy they are bringing into the space. You, too, are constantly broadcasting your energy to the world, and it influences everything around you. When you walk into a room with a sense of calm, confidence, and clarity, you create an environment where others feel safe and open. When you enter a space with anxiety, fear, or anger, you can feel the shift in the atmosphere. People around you begin to mirror that same emotional state. The energy you bring is not just limited to physical presence. It also affects your body chemistry. When you are in a state of joy, gratitude, or love, your body releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These chemicals not only make you feel good, but also enhance your immune system, boost your overall health, and increase your ability to connect with others on a deep, authentic level. When you are in a low-energy state, when you are feeling stressed, anxious, or fearful, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol, which can suppress your immune system, increase inflammation, and diminish your vitality. The energy you bring into your body and into your life is a reflection of how you feel emotionally, and this emotional state dictates the way your body functions, your health, and the way you interact with the world. Understanding the energy you bring is also about recognizing the power of your emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. They are the expression of your inner state, and they directly influence the external world. When you experience emotions like anger, resentment, or fear, you are sending out a frequency that reflects those emotions. This energy then interacts with the energy of others and creates a feedback loop. When you are emotionally reactive or out of balance, your energy becomes erratic, and it tends to create more chaos in your life. However, when you consciously cultivate emotions of love, gratitude, and joy, you elevate your energy and create harmony and balance both within yourself and in your environment. The energy you bring is not something that is fixed or static. It is constantly changing based on the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that you hold. Energy is fluid. It shifts with each thought you have, each emotion you feel, and each action you take. This is why it is so important to become aware of the energy you are bringing into your life and the impact it has on your experiences. By becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions, you can consciously choose to shift your energy when it feels misaligned or out of balance. You can train yourself to focus on thoughts that elevate your energy and consciously choose emotions that align with the highest version of yourself. To truly harness the power of the energy you bring, it requires that you take full responsibility for your emotional state. No one else is responsible for how you feel. Your feelings are a direct result of your internal state, and therefore, you have the ability to change them at any time. When you take responsibility for your energy, you take control of your life. You realize that your energy is your greatest tool, and by aligning it with your highest intentions and desires, you begin to shape your reality in ways that are aligned with your true potential. The energy you bring is an extension of who you are, But more importantly, it is the force that shapes your world. It determines the opportunities you attract, the relationships you form, and the experiences you have. The more consciously you become of the energy you emit, the more power you gain to create a life that aligns with your highest desires. The energy you bring is a reflection of your inner world, and when you consciously choose to elevate that energy, you begin to experience life in a way that is in perfect harmony with who you truly are. Creating your own reality is not just a lofty idea or a far-off goal, it is the fundamental truth of who you are as a conscious being. You have been gifted with the incredible ability to shape your experience of life through the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take. The reality you experience is a direct reflection of your inner state, your beliefs, and your perceptions. In other words, the world around you is not happening to you, but rather is being created by you moment by moment, thought by thought. This is a powerful realization because it means that you are not a passive observer in your life, but an active participant. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances, but the creator of them. Every moment of your life is a reflection of the choices you've made in the past. Your past experiences, your habits, your emotional patterns, and your beliefs have all played a role in shaping the reality you live today. However, the beauty of life is that you are not bound by the past. You have the power to change your reality at any given moment by changing the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take. The truth is, the moment you change your energy, you begin to change your reality. When you shift your consciousness from one of limitation to one of possibility, your reality begins to mirror that shift. At the core of creating your own reality is the understanding that your thoughts are not just fleeting mental constructs, they are powerful forces that shape the world around you. Thoughts carry energy. They send out electromagnetic signals that interact with the quantum field, the field of infinite possibilities that exists all around you. These thoughts are not isolated events, they ripple out into the universe and influence everything they come into contact with. When you focus on thoughts of lack, fear, or limitation, you are sending out a signal that aligns with those very things. Your reality will then reflect that energy, attracting more lack, more fear, and more limitations into your life. But when you focus on thoughts of abundance, love, and possibility, you send out a signal that attracts those very things. Your thoughts shape the energy around you, and this energy then shapes the events, people, and opportunities that manifest in your life. The key to creating a new reality lies in the ability to change your thoughts. The human mind is incredibly powerful, but it is also conditioned by the experiences and beliefs of the past. Much of what you think on a daily basis is simply a repetition of old mental patterns that were created long ago. These thoughts are not a reflection of your true potential, they are a reflection of the past. To create a new reality, you must be willing to break free from the old patterns of thinking that no longer serve you. You must step into the unknown, embracing new ways of thinking, feeling, and being. The unknown is where all possibility exists. It is where the new reality is born. When you consciously choose to change your thoughts, you are making a commitment to change the energy you bring into every moment. This shift in energy is what changes the fabric of your reality. Your energy, which is composed of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, creates a magnetic field around you. This field interacts with the world, attracting what is in alignment with your energy. When you bring high-frequency energy into the world, energy rooted in love, gratitude, and confidence, you magnetize high-frequency experiences. This is why some people seem to have a charismatic presence. They are consciously cultivating and radiating a high level of energy, which attracts like experiences and people into their lives. But this process requires more than just positive thinking. Creating your own reality is not just about thinking differently, it's about feeling differently. Your feelings are the emotional signature of your thoughts. Thoughts without emotion are like seeds without soil, they lack the power to grow. Emotions are the fuel that powers your thoughts, giving them the energy to manifest in the material world. When you combine elevated emotions, such as joy, love, and gratitude, with elevated thoughts, you send out a powerful electromagnetic signal that aligns with the highest possible outcomes. It's this combination of thought and emotion that becomes the catalyst for creating your reality. Your emotions are the creative force that connects you to the quantum field, where all possibilities exist. In order to create a new reality, you must also break free from the past. The past is a collection of experiences, memories, and beliefs that have shaped your current reality. But the past is no longer relevant. If you continue to live through the lens of your past experiences, you will continue to recreate the same reality over and over again. To step into a new reality, you must choose to let go of the past. This means releasing old emotional wounds, letting go of limiting beliefs, and forgiving both yourself and others for past mistakes. When you let go of the past, you create the space for something new to emerge. You stop identifying with the person you once were and begin to align with the person you are becoming. In this space of possibility, you open yourself up to the creation of a new reality that is not bound by the old patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. A crucial part of creating your own reality is the ability to visualize the future you want to create. Your mind is capable of producing mental images that are just as powerful as the physical actions you take. When you vividly imagine the life you want, when you see yourself living the life of your dreams, feeling the emotions of success, abundance, and happiness, your brain cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. As a result, your body begins to react as if those experiences are already happening. This creates a powerful feedback loop. Your mind begins to believe that the life you are imagining is already a part of your reality, and your emotions and energy begin to shift in alignment with that new reality. This is why visualization is such a powerful tool in the creation of your reality. In the process of creating your reality, you must also be willing to take inspired action. While thoughts and emotions are essential to shaping your reality, they must be accompanied by inspired action. This action is not driven by force or effort, but by intuition and alignment with your highest self. When you take inspired action, you are moving in harmony with the energy of the universe. You are stepping into the flow of life, rather than resisting it. This is when the universe begins to open doors, remove obstacles, and present you with opportunities that align with your desires. The key is to trust in the process, to trust that the actions you are taking are leading you toward the reality you desire, and to remain open to the signs and synchronicities that guide your path. Ultimately, creating your own reality is a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery. It is the process of realizing that you are the creator of your experience, and that the power to shape your life lies within you. You are not a passive observer, but an active participant in the unfolding of your reality. Every thought, every emotion, every belief, and every action you take creates the life you are living. When you align your energy with the highest version of yourself, when you embody the person you are becoming, you will begin to experience a reality that matches that vision. The world will respond to the energy you bring, and you will create a life that is a true reflection of who you are. Your reality is yours to create, and it starts with the thoughts and emotions you choose in this very moment. Neuroplasticity is the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This adaptability allows you to change the way your brain works, and change the way you think, feel, and act. For most of your life, your brain has been operating on autopilot, running habitual patterns that have been shaped by your experiences, beliefs, and emotional reactions. These patterns are stored in the neural pathways of your brain, and they govern everything from your thoughts to your behavior to your emotional responses. However, the incredible power of neuroplasticity offers you the opportunity to break free from these old patterns and consciously create new ones. Through the process of rewiring your brain, you can replace old habits with new ones, reshape your mindset, and change your life. The brain is not static or fixed. It is dynamic and flexible, capable of reorganizing and restructuring itself based on new experiences and repeated actions. When you learn something new, practice a new skill, or shift your emotional state, your brain is literally changing. It is creating new neural connections that support the new behavior, thought, or emotion. For example, when you consciously choose to think positive thoughts, or when you practice gratitude, your brain begins to strengthen the neural pathways associated with those positive emotions. Over time, these pathways become more established, and the positive thoughts and feelings you experience become more automatic. This is neuroplasticity in action. The brain is reprogramming itself to make the new behavior or emotional state more natural and ingrained. The ability to change your brain through neuroplasticity is especially powerful when it comes to breaking free from old, limiting habits. Habits are deeply ingrained neural pathways that have been formed over time through repetition. These neural pathways are like well-worn trails in the brain, making it easy to repeat the same actions, thoughts, and emotions over and over again. But just as these old pathways were created through repetition, new pathways can be formed in the same way. The key to creating lasting change in your life lies in your ability to replace old, unproductive habits with new, empowering ones. To do this, you must consciously choose to engage in new behaviors and thought patterns that align with the person you want to become. Creating lasting change is not about simply trying to break old habits. It's about retraining your brain to think, feel, and behave in new ways. This requires consistent effort and focus. It means choosing to think differently, choosing to act differently, and choosing to respond to situations in new, more constructive ways. The more you consciously engage in these new behaviors and thought patterns, the stronger the neural pathways associated with them become. Eventually, these new patterns become automatic, and the old, limiting habits lose their power. This is the power of neuroplasticity. Your brain is reshaping itself in response to the new choices you are making. The process of changing a habit is not always easy, especially when the old neural pathways are deeply ingrained. Your brain has become wired to automatically respond to certain triggers with specific habits, and these responses are often driven by emotions or unconscious beliefs. To break free from these automatic responses, you must first become aware of them. Awareness is the first step in the process of change. By becoming conscious of the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that are driving your habits, you can begin to interrupt the automatic patterns and choose a new response. This requires a shift in focus, a decision to stop reacting from the same place and to instead consciously create a new response that aligns with your goals and desires. Once you are aware of the patterns you want to change, the next step is to replace the old behavior with a new one. This requires consistent practice. The more you repeat the new behavior, the stronger the new neural pathways become. Your brain begins to reinforce the new habit, and over time, the new behavior becomes automatic. This is where the real power of neuroplasticity lies. Your brain is capable of transforming itself to support new ways of thinking and being. However, this process takes time, patience, and persistence. The more consistently you practice new behaviors, the more ingrained they become, until they eventually replace the old, outdated patterns that once governed your life. One of the keys to successfully changing a habit is to pair the new behavior with a positive emotional experience. Your brain is highly sensitive to emotions, and it uses emotions as a way to reinforce behaviors. When you practice a new behavior, try to associate it with positive emotions. For example, if you're trying to develop a habit of gratitude, try to feel a sense of joy, appreciation, or peace each time you express gratitude. By associating the new behavior with positive emotions, you create a strong neural connection that makes the new habit more compelling and rewarding. Over time, your brain will begin to crave the positive emotions associated with the new behavior, and this will make it easier to continue the habit. Another powerful aspect of neuroplasticity is the role of focus and intention. When you focus your attention on a specific behavior or thought, you are activating the neural circuits associated with that behavior. This is why mindfulness and meditation are such powerful tools for habit change. By training your mind to focus on the present moment and on the new habits you wish to create, you are reinforcing the neural pathways that support those habits. The more you focus on the desired behavior or thought pattern, the stronger the neural connections become. This is why meditation and mindfulness practices are often recommended for individuals who are looking to create lasting change in their lives. These practices help you develop the ability to focus your attention on what you want to create, rather than on the old, unconscious patterns that no longer serve you. The process of changing your brain's wiring through neuroplasticity also requires a shift in belief systems. Your beliefs play a powerful role in the habits you form and the reality you create. If you believe that you are incapable of change or that your habits are fixed, you will continue to reinforce those beliefs and maintain the same patterns. However, when you shift your belief system to one of possibility and empowerment, you open yourself up to the possibility of change. Belief is a powerful driver of neural change. When you believe that you can change, your brain is more likely to support that belief by forming new pathways that align with your new mindset. This is why personal growth and self-development are so closely linked to neuroplasticity. As you change your beliefs, you begin to rewire your brain and create new habits that align with your higher potential. Ultimately, neuroplasticity is the key to transforming your life. It gives you the ability to reshape your brain, change your habits, and create a new reality for yourself. The process of habit change is not instantaneous, but with consistent effort, focus, and practice, you can rewire your brain to support the person you want to become. The key is to stay committed to the process, to keep practicing new behaviors and thought patterns, and to trust that the more you engage in the new, the more the brain will respond by reinforcing those changes. The brain's ability to change is infinite, and this means that no matter how deeply ingrained your habits are, you have the power to transform them. By harnessing the power of neuroplasticity, you can create new pathways of thought and behavior that support a life of growth, health, and fulfillment. In the end, the power to create lasting change lies within your ability to tap into the incredible potential of neuroplasticity. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take forms the neural pathways that shape your experience of reality. By consciously choosing to break free from old, limiting habits and replacing them with new, empowering ones, you are literally rewiring your brain. You have the power to transform your mind, your body, and your life. The process may require time, patience, and persistence, but remember that every small step you take towards new behavior strengthens the new neural pathways that support your growth. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the person you want to become, you begin to create a reality that reflects that vision. The key is to believe in your ability to change and embrace the process, for within you lies the infinite power to shape your destiny.